know that you're afraid. It feels like every day things are slipping away. You're slipping away, and you think back to a time that you were lost. Thoughts disorganized, can't seem to dry your eyes, and chaos is collapsing from your mind. And you say that you're
Hey dandelions, it's Graham here. Welcome back to my channel. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe because only about 21% of my viewers are actually subscribed to me. And when you subscribe, it really helps and it's completely free. So on to the video. So as you saw on the title, I am going to be teaching you how to make a GFX on Blender, and this is for beginners. So if you're advanced, you can still watch this, but this is for the beginners, and it's easy, which is really nice. Anyway, so right now I'm on Google, and the first thing I'm going to do is go up here and type in Blender. It might come up with .org, but I'm just going to search up Blender to pretend, like most of you probably haven't been to the website before. Anyways, you're going to find where it says blender.org, home of the Blender project, etc., and just press it. And then there will be this that comes up. And then now you're going to download the latest Blender right here. You just click that. And then the download should start. But since I've already downloaded that, I do not need to do that. But just follow the steps that Blender lays out for you, and then voila, you have Blender. So I'm just going to go back to a fresh page again. And then I'm gonna go back to Roblox.com. And right here I have my page opened, and you can just press create, or the easier way, you can just go to Roblox Studio. So I'm just gonna hop on to Roblox Studio real fast. Okay, so I'm on Roblox Studio now, and here is all of my junk. So basically, this is everything that I have used to make GFXs. Anyways, all you have to do is over here on the left, make sure you're in models mode. Search up the any room or anything any type of model that you want. So I'm just going to do a little, I don't know, probably just a room. Let me look at this one. I kind of like it. Okay, so now once you get this loaded in, keep in mind, it doesn't matter how bright it is. The lights in Blender, the lights in Roblox Studio will not show up in Blender, so you don't have to worry about brightness or anything. And if there's any textures, they will not show up unless, well, this is a beginner's tutorial, so I'm not going to go into how to add textures because it's a little more complicated. Anyways, now what you're going to do is go to where you see models, and then you're going to find plugins, and then search up load character, and it should take a second to load, and then you should find one that is free and then one that's 35 Robux. But pick the free one. It's exactly the same, except this one just costs Robux, which I don't know why. It's weird. Anyways, after you load that in, you at the top go to plugins and then press load character here and then type in your username. Okay, so I've loaded in my character right here. Let me turn it like this. So now all you have to do is click it again and then right click it and then go up and press duplicate and then move that either up or to the side. And now what you're going to do is on the right, find your character, click this, and then just scroll down until you find the blue, and press the arrow next to it right there. And now you're going to scroll down and delete everything except for the head and accessories. I'm going to speed this part up. Okay, so I have finished deleting everything. Now all you have to do is click that again and find where the blue is highlighted and right click that and then go down and find export selection and now go to wherever you would like to save it and save it as a file. And do the same thing with your head, but name it head so that you can be sure to specify. That's all I'm saying. Okay, and after you have done that, you are going to just go to the description and you will, or the pinned comment, and you will find a link. Press it, and then now press download and wait for it to download. And then after it's downloaded, press the file, which I'm going to do right now. Let me find it. It should be Roblox rig, woman, and it should just be that file. And then you're gonna click rig, and then click default. And then it should open up Blender. Voila. Okay, so now we have our character loaded in. Wait for it to turn pink or whatever color. Now you're going to left click and hold, and there should be this box, and you're going to just put it over the head. Make sure it doesn't select the whole body. Like, it should look like that. And then you just press X, and then you press delete. And then if there's any access remaining, just delete all that too. So now, to move around, you press Shift, and then the button that's under the ESC button, and then you press them at the same time, and now you use WASD to move around and use your mouse. It's like being in first person on Roblox, basically. So now we have this body, and all you have to do is press the arm. Make sure you're in object mode and not pose mode. And you're going to go to the top right and make sure it's like a cross or a plus sign and pull down to about right in the middle like this. And now you're going to come over here to the left, and there should be like an easel thing with like a snowball, and you're going to find the snowball icon that says shader editor. Now there's going to be all of these nodes, that's what these things are called, and then you have to find the bottom texture box, the bottom orange one, and then you're going to press this little file icon right here. Now you're going to go back to your saved pictures or whatever you saved your thing to, and then it should have your Roblox username, and then it should probably have a number. If not, that's fine. And then it should say text.png. You're just going to press that. And then it might turn black like this, but I'm going to fix that real fast, and I'll explain how to do that in the pinned comment below. Okay, so I fixed the skin, and now you have your body. Now you're just going to come over here to where it has the plus sign and pull this back up. Like that. So now you have this, And we're just going to bring in the head now. Press File at the top left, and then press Import, and then go down to Wavefront OBJ. Now go to find your file, and before you do that, you need to go back to Roblox Studio. I forgot to do this, sorry. And you need to save your room model, just as we did this. It might crash your computer, but that's okay. Sometimes it does that. Okay, it's saved. So now you just need to go back to Blender and search up your room model as how you saved it. Sometimes it takes a second for it to load in the room, so I need to look for it. Okay, so it finally decided to load into my files, and you're just going to press the one that says OBJ, not MCL, and you just press it. Just double tap it, and then there's a chance that it will crash your computer, and if it does, you just have to follow the steps again and maybe load in a less detailed room model. I'm going to speed this up until it's done loading in. Okay, so it loaded in, and now just move around until you find it. So it's over there. Click it until it turns to the lighter orange like that. And now you're going to go to the top and press Edit, Menu Search, and search up GE. And then go down until you see Origin to Geometry, or Geometry to Origin. It's literally the same thing. You can press that. And now the first one makes it go here, but it's technically the same thing. So now position your room model where you want it to be, just like this. And now over up here at the top where it says where all of these things are, you're going to find where your room model is, and then come over here and you'll see this cursor thing. Just press it, and now you can't click on it and move it. So now you can highlight your body again and rotate it and move it to where you want it to be in your GFX. I'm just going to put it over here on the stool. And if you notice, this is the thumbnail. Okay, so this is where I want my character to be. And now you can just go press these little line thingies. I don't really know what they're called. And make sure that you're in pose mode at the bottom. If you're not, then you kind of just got to click around until it lets you. There we go. Pose mode. And now you just press rotate, and then you can rotate these how you want it to be. I'm going to speed this part up so that because I'm going to be concentrating and I'm probably not going to talk, so it's going to be boring. Anyways, I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, so I finished moving this how I want it to be, and some of your stuff might look like this, but I promise you it's normal. At the bottom here, just find the circle that's full and you can see what it looks like, kind of what it looks like when it's done. This button shows you about what it looks like when it's done. It's dark right now, but I'll help you fix that in just a second. So now we probably need to add a head. So you're going to go up to File, press Import, Wavefront OBJ again, and then search up your head. Once again, it's going to spawn kind of far away again. You kind of gotta look for it. Oh, that's really far away. Okay, so now you're gonna make sure it's the light orange. Go up to Edit, Menu Search. I like to press Geometry to Origin, not Origin to, you can do both, but I like this one because you have to, it just teleports right on over here. Okay, so now you just have to take your head and move it over there with these things. Pretty simple, nothing too complicated, except for getting it perfectly on the head. So I'm going to just rotate this a little bit and fix, because it's not really, there's no neck. So let me just lift that up a little bit. Okay, that looks pretty natural. So now what I'm going to do is highlight all of those. Make sure you're in object mode again. I always make that mistake. Highlight all of those and then move it. If you're sitting, I kind of don't like to put it on the chair or stool or couch or whatever you're sitting on until you're done putting the legs and arms where you want it. So it looks a little more, it looks better now because you can kind of get the feel before. Anyways, so now to make it brighter, like I said I would tell you before, you just need to go to this world, like this little world. It's like a globe icon. And then right now the color is like a dark gray, but you just take this little like circle and you go woof, make it all the way to the top. And now if you see, when I turn it to all the way like this, it is a little bit brighter. And if you want to add shadows, you press Add, Light, and then press Sun, and then look for it a little bit. There it is. And then move it to where you'd like the sun to be. I always like to put it a little bit higher than the head, and then you take this little orange thing and put it right on the nose, or where the nose would be. There's no noses in Roblox, unless you took one of those weird, really weird things, those weird avatars. Okay. Anyways, sorry about that. Right there, you have that, your light, and now you press Add again to add a camera, and find where it says camera, and it should appear. And right here, you're going to press this toggle camera view. It's just a camera. And then you're going to do the same thing as we did to move around. The shift plus the button under escape to move. And now you can just move it around to where you want it to be. So I want it to be right there, and now I'm going to see about how it's going to look when it's done. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Now, you are just going to press up here, Render, because if you want to add anything else, you can go ahead and do that. But up here, press Render, then press Render Image. And then it should start rendering. I'm going to let you watch it render just so you can see what it's like. And I'm going to put a watermark on it so that nobody steals it. But here we go. I'll see you when it's done rendering. Okay, so that's pretty much all for the tutorial, but after I'm done talking right here, I will show you the finished product of after it's edited. Well, I'm literally just gonna put a filter through it, but I'll show you that just when I'm done talking, and I don't know what happened, so it's not really showing it render. It's just being really laggy. I don't know why, it's stupid, but basically those 4 little block things will just move around and render your image. But here is the finished product of my GFX. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope this video was helpful to all of you. Make sure to like and subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss my next video. Bye dandelions!